Hello and welcome back to another episode with me, Juras6x. Hope you're well and thank you for joining me once again. Firstly, I want to say a huge thank you to all the people who have been watching my videos. In the last few days we've had a big uptake, for me anyway, in terms of subscribers and view time and all of that, likes, comments, etc. Specifically want to mention Guy Chicago, who I feel like watched every single video and commented on most. So thank you very much if you are one of those people that are doing it, and hopefully you're here for the long run. Anyway, on to today's episode. We are looking really good in terms of getting towards the completion of our villager house monument, whatever it may be. So since the last time I worked on it, I think we've completed the roof. I've spent some time building up our 4 main towers in the corner and sort of integrating them into the roof. Also started work on this bit here for the other 6 towers, so pretty happy with how this has turned out, but still got a little bit to go, I think, in terms of getting that completed, but should be able to get quite a bit more done. Also, we have our stained glass window, which is right here, and just still trying to work out what I'm going to put in there, but I have been doing some collection of items around here. So we have stained glass and some chains and lights to put up. We've got our roof box, so we'll have a look at that in a sec. These are sort of my building materials. Chest monster sort of gets bigger and smaller from time to time. But today's episode is going to be very much about going into the Nether, which I'm a little bit apprehensive about. If you saw the Nether update video episode that I did, didn't end too well, and still can't find a lot of the equipment that I lost, or all the equipment that I lost in that episode. But we actually need to go and get some of these. So we need our warped wart block and also the warped stem for the slabs. I've got plenty of terracotta, got orange terracotta there, I've got the grey concrete, got blue cyan wool. So really it's just these 2 blocks that we need to go into the Nether and grab. So let's sort of crack on with that, I guess. I've got my hoe for life, I've got my Nether legs to hopefully alleviate. Oh, you know what we do need? That could have been a disaster. We need some fire resistance. Where's my fire resistance? I'm sure I've got, there we go. I think we got plenty of this. Yeah, fire resistance. Yeah, we'll take this. We'll go and grab another shulker box for it to go in, and then we can head off into the Nether. So right, let's go. Right, we are in the Nether on the roof. Sort of did this in a previous episode and broke a sort of big hole of bedrock. Still got a bit more to do on this, but had to move on as my time has been pretty short in real life. So we can just come down here and get into our main Nether area. I guess we should probably, oh, skellies, we'll avoid them. We should probably take our coordinates down so that we can get back here relatively easily, as historically the Nether hasn't been my friend in the past. And where's that being shot from? Oh, what? Oh, return to sender. Wow, that just, oh, ghast head though. We got a ghast head. Yes, amazing. That kind of sums up my experience in the Nether, I think. very much so. Let's repair this, and I'll go find not Crimson Forest. I don't actually know what they're called. Right, I'll crack on, and I'll see you there. And there's another ghast. Okay, I've found a Wart forest and a bastion over there, so that could be worth trying. But I think we're going to sort of grab some of these things, I guess. Yep, that's what we want. Oh, these are pretty easy to get, aren't they? So we'll grab this and a load of the stems, and then we'll maybe think about going into that bastion and seeing what we get from there. So I was hacking my way through this warped forest, and I actually came across one of the ruined Nether portals that I obviously visited back in the very first episode of the 1.16 update. So what I think I'll do, because that might mean the bastion is somewhere around here where I lost all my loot. So I'm going to go and see if I can just have a little loop around this area, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we might actually get lucky and find it. Nope, we didn't find anything. Oh well, onwards and upwards. So now we've deforested this warped forest. We're going to try and sort of investigate this bastion. I'm not very optimistic. I'm already a little bit skittish. Been mugged a couple of times already, but let's get in there. Let's take it easy, and let's go and see what we find, because I think we could get quite a nice amount. Although, are they already coming after me? Oh wow, I really don't like it. Oh, I must be alright, because they're not sort of showing much aggression to me. Let's... Oh, crikey, it's one of those. Ooh. Oh, nailed him. There we go, I think we're safe. Oh, that's... we'll take it all anyway, but that's rather disappointing. So tempted just to open that block up. Right, open that block, that chest. Again, rather disappointing in there. Take it steady. Where is it? Wow, that hurt. That hurt a lot. And we made it back alive from the Nether. It's a miracle. Oh dear. I love the fact that they've done so much more with it, but wow, it is not a fun place to be. So well, we've got 3 shulker boxes full of Nether stuff. So we've got a few of the Wart blocks in here, and from the Wart forest. Got all of the blocks we need. Hopefully that should be more than enough to do what we need to do. And then we've got our miscellaneous box with these extra bits down here. So I would say that was a pretty good trip to the Nether. My head looks like it wobbles a bit. It's very strange. Okay, so I'm going to go and sort all these bits out, and then we'll be back very shortly, and we'll start looking at doing the other 5 towers that we've got up there. So hopefully we can do that in just a short second, really, for you guys. So whilst I was doing the organising for the bits from the Nether, I thought I'd pop over here. So I was gonna AFK for a little bit, and for those of you who don't recognise it, this is our iron golem farm. So we've got an on-off switch, so came over, it was on, like so. And if we pop in here, I can show you. So this is a design by Avamance, I believe. Did a video earlier on in the season, and this just sort of works to scare the villagers. They'll spawn an iron golem below, and then we can collect their iron for the better good of the village. So I came over here and sort of heard one of our golems dying, and came in, had a look, and actually I had managed to get this much iron accidentally, so I didn't actually need to AFK, which was fantastic. Just by forgetting about it, it started to produce more iron. Well, I didn't, left it turned on, if I'm honest. So yeah, we have plenty of iron, because we actually got through a hell of a lot during the ink or squid ink and kelp farm, which was the previous episode. So yeah, we're looking good for iron for a bit now. So now we need to jump up here. There we go. And we need to create another 5 more of these beauties. So I'm gonna hopefully I've got the replay mod up and working again. Not 100% sure, and we're just gonna go with it because I need to get this video recorded. So let's get cracking and build up each one of these. Is going to wrap today's episode. Slightly shorter episode, although I haven't started editing it yet, but we now have the detail on the roof, or sort of on the towers. Still got to do the actual roof tiles, which is what we're going to be using the items we got from the Nether today. So we've got our box full ready to go, and we can do something like that, which hopefully should look pretty cool on a big scale like we've got up here. It will give us a lot to work with, which will be really cool. Not sure how I'm gonna work without this lighting, whether we just leave it out, but that's something for another day. Really happy about how this has developed as a project, as I've sort of been building it as I go, sort of putting in bits and pieces. Still got to do some of this pattern in these sort of blank walls, but I don't even know how many blocks we've used now. This has got to be a pretty impressive amount of blocks, and we haven't even really started the inside, which is again something which is kind of crazy. But you know what, maybe at the end of this I'll put this into a program and see how many blocks this actually has. But it's pretty mind-blowing for me in terms of, you know, early on in the season I thought this was big build, then we did our barn, then our windmill, and we've even got our giant greenhouse here and our little sort of farmer's house there, and those felt big. This is ginormous, absolutely massive. So anyway, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed watching the building come together and starting to look almost finished. But I'll see you next time on that next episode of Juras6x's World with me, Juras6x, and have a good one. Bye.